So now we need to do the ambush. What's this? Oh yeah, right. That's the network tower. Okay, let's do the ambush.
Your attempts at subterfuge have failed, and this defeat will be a costly one.
Yeah, my least favorite map for this mission. Well, my least favorite mission type, like, of the entire long war, to be honest. Okay, we want a sniper for this. Dragoon. Assault, recon. Okay. That's fine. I guess that will do. Experimental magazine. Right, reflex stock. Bayonet. Alright, well, might as well give him a bayonet. And a magazine. And a reflex stock. Alright. Let's go then. So one of the reasons I dislike these missions is that it's kind of random whether we'll start detected right away on turn 1 or not. And it can make a pretty big difference. It's not that big of a deal in an abandoned city, but wilderness maps can be really bad for this.
You've got no time to waste. Break cover and move to the extraction point on the double.
Okay, yeah, see? This is exactly what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I meant. We started with 2 active advent right away, on turn 0. That's exactly what I'm talking about. And if I move in to kill them, I risk triggering even more enemies that I'll have to fight with 2 people. It's not a big deal in an abandoned city because you can just go into buildings. But, like, on this map, you have very few tactical options. Not to mention you can have reinforcements in this as well. It's like, if I go here, there could easily be a group right here hugging the wall. That happened to me in some missions. So the Frost Trooper has the cryo grenade, which is really annoying. And there's a good chance he will use it. Yeah, didn't even kill that guy. With the flanking shot, too. I don't have combat protocol.
On my way.
66. Yeah, exactly what Ava is saying. That's my problem with this map and with this mission. If you don't have a phantom unit, like, you're basically fucked. I think you're actually better off just letting the people in the mission die. Get captured, whatever. Because your chances of doing this without a phantom unit are just microscopic. If you get a bad activation. I have no problem with the abandoned city for this. But I do have a problem with the wilderness. For some reason, the other like map types are disabled. But this is, for me, this is just not fun.
On Overwatch.
And then you get reinforcements, and it gets even worse. Like, right now, at this stage of the game, it's not that big of a deal yet. But once you're at higher force level, you can get some insane pods in this. The kinds of pods that you really can't deal with a 4-man squad. You just really can't. Yeah, so see, we already have 6 active enemies. That's what I'm talking about. And I'm nowhere close to being able to run away yet. 99% of Long War of the Chosen is fine. I just despise this specific mission setup. I hate it. I can't understate how much I hate this mission type. Especially with some of the dark events. Some of the dark events like make this so much worse than I'm describing. There are some dark events that make this basically the single toughest mission outside of Avenger Chosen Defense, in my opinion. It's just that bad. It's actually that bad. I don't see a good way to do this.
I'm trusting you here. It's dead. It has running dry on ammo.
Feels like this is a bit too early for a priest. Because, I don't know. I guess it's not.
Heading there now.
59% from the flank. Yep, no.
It's still moving. Did you see that one?
No, I don't see that one. Okay, well, I can't really do much here. Maybe I can. This probably won't do 6 damage, though. Nope, it won't.
I'm hit. Let's go, Bard.
Yeah, throw full cover. Great. And see, I wouldn't mind these missions too much. You know what my other issue is? The chance to get an ambush in Long War of the Chosen is never 0. You can get 10 ambushes in a row. It's possible. It cannot be lower than like 6-7%. You can get multiple in a row, and I did get multiple in a row. I mean, you guys know how bad I am with RNG. You can literally get 10 of those in a row. You could get this ambush on every single covert operation in the entire campaign. Think about that. You probably wouldn't enjoy it then, would you? Yeah, except in order to kill the Chosen, you need to have 3, like, master surgeons, unless they changed that recently. No matter what you do, you cannot do it as early as you can in a regular XCOM 2. That's just literally not possible. Unless they changed that recently, which I don't think they did. So it will take you, like, probably at least 50 missions to get there. It's a late game thing, basically. At that point, you basically won the game. If you can do that, you kind of basically already won. Or after you do that. That's where the hardest part ends.
Orders confirmed. Moving out. Hardly did anything.
Okay. Let's just throw a pea grenade.
If you say so.
So I probably wouldn't mind it as much if it wasn't for the fact we can get multiple in a row. And in the last campaign I did get multiple in a row.
No problem, boss.
And it got really tiring really quickly. Your chance will never be 0. It can't be 0.
I got it, right?
And then there was that dark event, which I specifically remember. There was a dark event that got fixed, like halfway through my campaign. I don't remember what it was called, but I specifically remember that there was a dark event that got fixed that affected ambushes in covert operations. It was something like every single covert operation will have an ambush. Anyone remember? It got fixed in like late 2021. It was something like that. I remember that I basically stopped doing any covert operations for a month when that triggered. I just don't remember what exactly it was. I would have to rewatch my old VODs. But I know for a fact it got fixed like halfway through my campaign, after it already became irrelevant. Yeah, something like that. But again, it's been 2 years, so I don't remember exactly, because that was 2 years ago. But I specifically remember that it got fixed, like, during my campaign.
Good to go.
Because it made people basically just not do... the reasoning was that it led to people literally not doing covert operations at all while it was active. Like, just basically don't do a single covert operation until the dark event disappears. Again, I don't remember the details. I would have to look at my 2-year-old VODs. I don't remember the details. I just remember it was a thing, and I remember it got fixed. But by the time it got fixed, it was already irrelevant, because I was past that event. But it's one of the many reasons why I started hating these ambushes. And I think there was some change that I'm pretty sure there was some change that adjusted the force level of enemies you can get in these missions. That might have been part of why I hated it so much. Because your rescue squad will only be 4 people. You can't fight like a full mission with 4 people. Like, imagine you have to fight a sectopod with 4 people. Good luck with that. Or a full group of mutant elites. Yeah, like, good luck. You're totally gonna do that. Especially with how tough they are in Long War.
Overwatch. Come and get multiple hostiles advancing on our position.
You could at the time, though. I have footage where I did get one.
On it.
And I had to abandon the mission. So I just know there were a bunch of fixes back in 2021.
I guess that'll be okay. Come get some. Whatever you say. Solid copy. Moving on target location. Finally.
I'm still not gonna change my mind about hating this mission, though. I wouldn't mind doing it if you couldn't get multiple in a row. Because, again, you can potentially get this on every single covert operation you do. It's not a high chance for it to happen, but it can happen. You should have at least some way of resetting the chance to 0. But you can't. It's always at least like 6-7%. That's my problem with it. I don't want to do 30 of those over the course of the campaign.
At first, Advent deployed non-lethal stun units for crowd control and the occasional protest. We don't see a whole lot of that anymore.
Yeah, that's the Custodian. I mean, normal Custodians are not that bad, it's the Exalted ones that are bullshit.
What's over there?
Those are really bad,
Not a problem.
because they are super hard to kill.
Got it covered. Roger that. Just in time.
Yeah, they just take up too much playtime. Exactly what I'm talking about. Exactly. I don't want half of my campaign to be ambushes. Like, that's all I'm saying. Yeah, it was either 6 or 7. I would have to look it up. Yeah, if there was some way to prevent ambush on a covert mission, there should be some kind of mechanic that would allow you to prevent an ambush. I don't know. Or really, just make it reset to 0 after you do an ambush. I don't see what's the harm in resetting it to 0, because it doesn't reset to 0, it resets to like 6-7%. That's the problem. I don't see what's the harm in resetting it to 0 for one single mission. Especially when the argument is that you should never get more than like 1-2 in a row. If you should never get 1 or 2 in a row, why not have a hard mechanic that prevents that from happening? This is the same argument I use for some other games and RNG mechanics. I like weighted RNG in some cases, because in some cases it makes sense. It doesn't always make sense to have everything be completely random, because that can lead to unfun situations. Okay, so probably Killer Instinct. And I mean, I know you can always just use console commands. Okay, let me put it this way. If I get multiple of these things in a row again, I'm just gonna use console command to do them eventually. Because I like 99% of Long War of the Chosen. I really don't like this part. It's the only part of the whole thing that I dislike. But I like mostly everything else. It's just this one very specific narrow thing that I don't like. So I don't want to have one mission prevent me from playing the whole thing. If there was a mod that limited the maps just to the abandoned city, I would probably do that. Because I don't mind it in the abandoned city. It leads to some interesting gameplay. There's nothing interesting in having like a wide open field with barely any cover. Plus 30% damage against robotic targets. Kills with their primary weapon restore 1 sawed-off shotgun charge. Well, robotic enemies are definitely an issue later on. Gain +2 aim per enemy the squad can see, max +20. Okay. If you're facing enough enemies to hit the +20 cap, run. Challenge accepted. No, there's no subway ambush. There are only 2 maps for the ambush. The Wilderness map and the Lost City map. That's it. You can't get any other map for ambush. Which leads to a lot of ambushes on the Wilderness map. You can't even get an ambush map like on a regular, normal city map. Yeah, I'm gonna grab Hit Arsenal. Especially with this kind of aim. Robotic enemies can really kick your ass later in the game.
We're getting thin on manpower.
Yeah, and to be fair, there are enemies like drones and things like that. But 10 enemies would be a lot, that's true.
I'm glad to see our joint effort paid off.
Under a barrel launcher. Okay. Not totally sure that was worth it. Yeah, so see what I'm talking about? The lowest ambush chance I got here now is 5%. Locate faction actually has no ambush, so that doesn't count. But 5% is the lowest, so I could easily get it again. If I run this mission here to gain ability points, I could easily get an ambush again. And then again. And again. 5% is not even that low. I had 3 98% misses in a row in the past with Matt. Yeah, see, that's why I'm not even convinced that mission was worth it. But yeah. And we had to do an ambush for it, and now I have people who will be wounded for a while after that ambush. Yeah, 7 days.
We're picking up an unsecured transmission from some calling himself Van Dorn. Doesn't sound like the kind of recruit we're looking for.
61%, okay. 10% chance. 10% chance of an ambush after I just did an ambush. Yeah, okay. See, I think I'm just not going to run a covert operation here. I don't know if I want to. I really don't know if I want to. Maybe send a shave. If I send 2 people right now, I will not be able to fill the squad for a regular mission. I think I might just wait. I don't think I can really send rookies. I need more supplies for other stuff. What day is this? Oh, it's just the start of the month. Yeah, I don't know. Is there a mission right now? Oh yeah, there is, isn't there? No, actually there isn't. Well, other than this one. And this does not expire. One squad will get freed up pretty soon.
Commander, we should make use of the ring.
Yeah, we will, Bradford.
Soldiers on a covert action with the resistance.
Oh, right, hold on. We can get skirmishers now because I have a sergeant. Nice. Okay, well, let's do that then. I didn't notice we have a sergeant. Yep. Off you go then. That's a no-brainer right there. That is a no-brainer. Okay, this shouldn't be here, because I haven't made contact with Eastern Europe. What's the bonus in Europe? Gain additional +5 power on the Avenger. That's actually kind of nice. Okay, that's actually kind of nice. Let's make contact with Eastern Europe. Well, okay, I could start making contact and leave it at like 1 day until completion. Okay, Guerrilla Tactics call. Now we can start training an officer. Well, not yet, because they're busy. Insufficient power. Okay, bro. Oh yeah, and I'll need supplies to buy a Vulture and Wet Work. That's 300. Well, not 300. Depending on whether I want Vengeance or not. It's expensive, alright? It's 225. But I definitely want Vulture ASAP. That's pretty important. Right. We could open the crate. Unlocking battle scanners might not be a bad idea. So if you equip a battle scanner on a person in a haven, that will increase your odds of finding the Faceless, right? If I remember correctly. I'm pretty sure that was the case. So I might want to unlock battle scanners, if only for that purpose alone.
Commander,
Indeed.
no new supplies coming.
Oh, shut up, Bradford. Jesus, we're working on it, alright? Okay, let's do battle scanners then. That's 15 supplies. Okay, battle scanners. Yeah, get some coffee, Bradford. Battle scanners reduce the chance that a new rebel you gain... oh, okay. Right. So does it increase your chance of detecting Faceless, or just reduces your chance of new rebel being Faceless? What was that sound? Okay, something just happened, but I didn't catch what that was. Alright, so let's not finish this just yet. Oh yeah, that was the sound of hitting 100%. So let's do this. Another scientist. It's already at 7 to 9. One thing I usually struggle with early on is supplies. I mean, and I know the whole thing is built that way. But yeah. I don't know how I'm going to get 225 supplies for Vulture and Wet Work.